Boomer Esiason won an MVP. Is he a great all-time quarterback?
Here we go.
You got to look at it. Okay, let me ask you this way. Would you rather have...
So you've named Boomer Esiason and Dan Marino. That's what we're doing right now.
Hold on now. Marino is better than Lamar Jackson. Let's not go there. That's ridiculous. Don't go there.
What about Johnny Unitas? Let's go back, Johnny Unitas. Can we do Bart Starr? I only want to talk about quarterbacks who wore basketball shoes with text in the bottom as cleats rather than. What about him? He won a lot of Super Bowls.
You think Montana's great? You think Montana's an all-time great?
I think Montana absolutely is an all-time great.
Okay, Montana beat Marino in a Super Bowl. Marino's not that old. Marino won a Super Bowl.
Marino is better than Marino is a better quarterback than Joe Montana. Like, I think that is true. He's not. I think he absolutely is a better quarterback.
No, he's not.
No, I'm saying he is. Joe Montana had a better career. So now you're talking about all these things that happened before free agency was a thing, when you could load your roster up and no one else can leave. And so yes, the 49ers had a ton of.
What do you think the NFL started in 2006? The NFL's been around since 1920. I mean, they didn't start because you started watching it 20 years ago. It's been around for 100 years, the NFL.
Nothing matters.
100 years.
Nothing matters.
Otto Graham, Unitas, Starr. These are great. Shula, Landry, Staubach. These players are great players. I saw them all play. I'm a little older than you. I've been lucky. You can't. And you bring up the MVP with Lamar. Great, he was phenomenal. Would you rather have the great MVP or a better performance in a playoff game against Tennessee, where he was not bad, he was putrid against the Titans? You can't deny it. He was terrible in the game.
Okay, so I could do that too. Just yell out a bunch of old names. That is not an argument against this. Like, you can yell out old names. So if you want to talk about things that happened before the merger, I'm good on that. Anything pre-Super Bowl, no thanks. You want to talk about stuff before free agency, we also need to take into account that impacted competitive balance. Dan Marino was a great quarterback. Joe Montana was a great quarterback. Joe Montana's career was much better than Dan Marino's, in large part because they stockpiled a ton of talent that did not have the flexibility to leave. That's what happened. That's why the Cowboys were really good back then, and all of a sudden they stink. The league is very different now. The league is a lot more talented, and the game has advanced a lot more. The idea that you can say that if a quarterback wins a playoff game, more playoff games, that quarterback is better, to me seems foolish. Like, I know these modern players would run circles around it. Sean McVay is a better coach than Vince Lombardi. These are facts. These are facts.
Oh my
These are
God.
facts.
Better coach than Lombardi. Lombardi's
at this point.
Lombardi's one of the great coaches in the history of professional collegiate.
They ran one play.
Guys.
They ran one play all game. They just run a sweep left, sweep right. That's not innovation.
I love this.
How about, let me ask, Floyd, I have to go history here. How about
some more old names?
I'll give you one. In 50-degree below zero weather against a defense that was not a good defense, a tremendous defense, a team that had 9 straight 3-and-outs, Lombardi's offense in the ice ball went 68 yards and 3:48 for the game-winning touchdown. And Bart Starr called every play. He didn't go to the sidelines and look what the play was called.
You know why he called? Why he called every play?
Or Burrow can do that?
Bart Starr called every play because Vince Lombardi was overrated. And yes, drop Lamar Jackson in the early 60s. See what the hell happens, Chris. Drop him in the 60s.
Thanks, guys, for that.
Go ahead, pick him up and do it. Drop him in the 60s. The trophy will be named after him. We'll be handing out the Jackson after the Super Bowl.
That's the Lombardi. It's not won the playoffs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Get my pressure up out here today.
Let's move forward.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.